Hey guys,
Hi.
Marcelo here,
Ed West.
and today we are going to add a little part
To the console wars.
our very first episode, the console war. This is the follow-up. We have some information to go over today regarding Microsoft and the Xbox One. Do you want to start us off on that?
Alright, well, many of you might already know this, but good news! You don't have to be online to play games anymore, and you can give your friends games
Yeah.
without fees.
Now, okay, because they're rescinding those two things that were pissing everyone off, which is, you know, the essential online connectivity. You had to have online in order to play the games, or like most games or whatever. And then how we said about when you trade games with your friends, you had to like pay for it and all that stuff. They're rescinding all that. They're taking it back because they heard the outcries of the fans and the pissed off people. And honestly, I'm going to give you guys my opinion. I don't think they're going to win many fans back after that, because you got to understand, when they released that information at that was the reveal conference, right? Of the console? Okay. They still messed up. We know that. We know they messed up. I know that. Everyone else knows it. And the fans know it, that whether they keep it, they stick to their words, and have those two qualities, things there for that console, or if they get rid of them, whatever they do, they still made that conscious decision in the first place. And honestly, I don't think Microsoft's going to get too much back into the race of the console war with this new information.
Even though they did do that, and even though they did do that, they might win some people over, but they're not going to win this. PlayStation 4 is still at the top.
Yeah.
Wii U still second. Microsoft, you gained a little bit. But
I don't think it's
third.
enough to pull you back in and really even take the Wii U's place. Because hey, the Wii U, we've been going over some of the Wii U games, and they're looking to be really good. And Nintendo almost never goes wrong. So they're second, and the only reason why they're second is because of how Sony upped their game with their presentation, with the console, and everything else, their new games and everything, how we talked about that last time. They're still first. They are still at the top of this little current war, this current generation. So I still think that how we give our little verdict thing about how the consoles are ranked right now, it's still pretty much the same.
It's the same. Just Xbox rules a little bit. And to tell you the truth, I knew I was right about that when they did that. They were going to take that out.
Eventually,
But they did it. And I was right when they did it before it came out and all that. So.
Because we had a conversation about this, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Why would they even make that decision in the first place? I mean, yes, it's to get money. That's what they were after this whole time.
We got to have more money.
But they're not, because they took it back. Like, why would they make that decision in the first place? If they knew it was going to piss people off, it was nothing they've ever done before, especially with the 360, they ever announced anything like that.
Yeah.
So, like, why do that just to piss the people off and be like, oh, we did something wrong. Let's take it back. Maybe they'll forgive us and we'll get money from them again, because they're going to buy the Xbox One now because it still has all its cool features we showed off at the reveal. Now that E3's passed, there's some games now that they're going to be really hyped for, and they're going to want to buy them, and we're going to make it back to the top. I don't think that's going to happen. Honestly, I don't.
Yeah.
And a lot of people might agree with us. If you guys don't, we're not going to diss you, that's your opinion. Buy the console if you want. But honestly, the way things look from a general perspective, I don't think Microsoft's really going to bring themselves back up after making this decision. Because I
am going to buy an Xbox One, but I'm going to wait for a while until the price lowers.
Yeah. I think I teased this in one of our earlier episodes. I think it was the previous one, the Sunset Overdrive episode.
Yeah.
Secretly, deep down, I kind of do want to get an Xbox One for the games. because they do look really good. And I've never said anything like that before. I've never been interested in Microsoft's game products with the Xbox. I never really, like I said before, I grew up with Sony, and I came to love Nintendo after playing Super Smash Brothers and getting into the Mario universe and the Zelda universe and all that stuff. I never got into Xbox. I'm not sure I want to start now, but with the way it looks, like in the sense of now I'm going to try to get into the good things of the Xbox One and their games. Like the games, the graphics look awesome. Most of the new games, their exclusives, look awesome. I guess what you can do with the console is pretty cool. I'm not going to use the TV feature at all because, hey, I have a remote that does that for me. But I got to admit that it does look pretty sweet. If only they did not put so much emphasis on the TV aspect and on what the console could do, and they try to focus more on the games. I mean, even with the E3, yes, that was their main focus after realizing their mistakes. I mean, PS4, Sony never had any mistakes really to begin with, because they knew it was all about the games, and they knew how to make us, especially with that video, I think I referenced that before, in their video of the introduction, in their console reveal. Also, the phone is ringing, hold on. Okay, so back to what I was saying after that. The PS4's, for the conference when they revealed the console, that video, at the very beginning, that got me right here, really, honestly, because I grew up with Sony. And it's been quite a long time since, they've come a long way. And to see, like, the throwbacks to the old, commercials and stuff for the PlayStation, to see Crash Bandicoot there, I was like, they didn't forget him, yes, because I saw one of the old trailers or commercials in their little video.
Mustache Man, your worst nightmare has arrived.
And so there was a lot of things to see the PS1 and those throwbacks in the PS2, and to see how they came up to where they are now. And they took us on a little journey as well with that video, because we remembered all that stuff from the PS1, polygonal games, and seeing all the obvious polygon textures to what we have now. That really resonated with us, and that's what I've been talking about this whole time. If they can touch the players like that and really resonate, like I've been using that word a lot, resonate them like that with the games and with the consoles, that's really how to win us over and how to really get us to buy your products, and to, because that's kind of, I forgot where I was going with this, but that's basically what I'm trying to get across. Microsoft, I've never exactly seen that from them. They've just been focused on showing off what they can do because they want money. That's why I never grew up with Xbox, and that's why I never really played their stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, their stuff looks pretty good, but in their attitude towards it and with their like ego and whatever, or just with their presentation, kind of made me like, not really too sure. But I am willing to give it a shot. I may buy an Xbox One, but it's not definite. So that's my piece. Did you have a piece? Did you already say it?
I've already said what I needed to say. So, just recap. Xbox rules a little bit, but it's still nowhere close to PS4.
The rankings are still the same. It goes PS4, Wii U, Xbox One. But that, like we said, it doesn't mean that Microsoft and Xbox One are out of the race just yet. When everything gets released, for sure, and then when the PS4 is released and the Xbox One is released and all their games are out, I guess to conclude, we're just going to have to see how the sales go and everything, because that is another main factor in deciding this war, so to speak, is the sales. Like we talked about before, the PS4 has a really good solid price, $400, not very expensive at all for this brand new console with all these brand new features and really good stuff in store. The Xbox One, $100 more. Still has good stuff, but just with this high price and how they've been, like I said, presenting their stuff, don't know how many people are going to buy that. but it could still be a lot.
Alright.
And the Wii U is kind of its own thing, so yeah.
Alright, so that's all for Trash Talk. I'm Wes.
I'm Mark. That's really it. All we have to say. We'll see you on the next episode.